if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Hey, it's been a while. I've got a little planner stack surprise to show you guys, and I also need to set up for November. So let's go ahead and start with this. This is my current Hobonichi cousin. I typically use these for memory keeping. However, I have to say that I haven't really been doing it. I don't know what it was. I had a lot of fun with the one I had last year, but this one I just can't get myself to fill out. So I'm way super behind, and I don't know if this is making a comeback for 2023, because I find myself personally loving this when other people have this. I think it's beautiful. I like how it looks. I think it's really fun to use cutesy stickers in here for some reason. I'm not a huge fan of using like the really grown-up looking ones. I don't know what it is. I just like the cute little like cutesy kind of look in here. So my thing is, I wish Hobonichi would make just the weeks part, right? Like just all of these weeks alone, because they make the day free one, which is all of the full pages, all of that by itself. Why can't they just do this by itself? Because I feel like I would love this. I would thrive on this. I want just the weeks with the months and all that. That's fine, but just this. Can I just get that? Just that alone? Then I feel like if I really wanted, I just feel like it's redundant for me. I don't know. Yes, it's kind of like when I memory plan in here, or memory keep, whatever you want to call it. I set up my weeks in here. I do all the things. I write all the things, and then you can of course elaborate over here. But I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. Last year, you guys have seen a little sneak flip of that in my shorts, and it was fun in that one, but I just couldn't be bothered for this one. So I'm not sure if this will be coming back. If I did get another one, it'd be in July. So I don't know, but so that one is it's kind of old news at the moment. So I've gone ahead, because I'm really behind. I've had a lot of stuff going on and I haven't been on here, but this was my Halloween setup, right? And I moved into this Naya papery one for the fall, for November. This is what it's currently looking like. I just did the pockets just for decoration. It's not functional, just purely for fun. And it came with an order that I got from Tea and Rose, I think is the shop. I love their stuff. It's very cutesy and very pretty, and I always like, they hand letter my name, and I love how it looks. So I always keep the doilies. I just attached it with some washi tape, and that's kind of what I did with these as well. These are stickers too, right? But I didn't want to use them. I just wanted to functionally save them, but use them decoratively. So I used a little washi tape to keep those in there. So anyway, yeah, so we're still in the Stalogy. Stalogy's still my home, still loving it. But I picked up this little guy. This is the Aura Estelle Weeks version. I got it for work, and it's not really set up all the way. I haven't really figured out pockets for this yet. This was supposed to be a page marker Oki Plans has, but it didn't quite work out. So I ended up kind of taking it apart, like taking apart the laminated backing, and I made it into a pocket just for dashboard purposes. I went ahead and stuck that sticker down, but then I changed the cards out every now and again. And that one is my favorite. It's hilarious. Seriously, really funny. So I'm going to use this one just for work to track my hours, because guess what? I got a job. I think I told you guys last time, but I start tomorrow. Tomorrow's my first day. This is from Oki Plans, and I went ahead and just stuck it down. It's a little vellum, but I glued it in just for that little pop of decoration. And I decided to leave this pretty plain. I was going to do the whole, you know, where you do the cover-ups, but I kind of like the clean look. And then I found this sticker, and I'm just going to mark them as I go, I think. We'll see. But I have a ton of weeks, not calendars, weeks kits that I've never used because I didn't like the original weeks when I first had it. I didn't like it, so I'm trying to use them up now in this particular planner. And I went ahead and used Oki Plans stickers that I'd had to decorate this monthly section. I thought it looked cute, just to give it a little pop, just to kind of dip my toes in there and see how I feel about it. And then this is what I was using. This is from Hello Petite Paper, one of her older kits. I just kind of improvised here, and I added in some touches. Because even though it says December, it's because this planner starts in December, but it starts on the week of the 28th, or, you know, Monday the 28th, which is still in November, but it ends on the 30th, and then we go into December. So I just kind of decorated it a little bit to see how I feel about that. I don't know if this is going to be a super decorative planner or if it's just going to be functional personally, but you guys know that I am a little bit extra sometimes. So, by the way, these, love them. I believe it was Penelope and Friends. I think that was her name. I don't know if she still does them or not, but she had these really cute drawings, whimsical kind of drawings. I loved them, and I purchased them from her, and I made them into stickers. So that's what I have. And then I did get a insert for tracking my weight this year, and we're gonna see how that goes. It's a printable that I got on Etsy. I can link that below if you guys are interested at all. But you put in the date and you do all your measurements here. Your height, then your weight, body mass, any notes you want to do. And then this is for an update later on. You'll do the same thing, the date, updates on the measurements, weight, and all that. And then it has for you to keep track of when you weigh yourself, what your weight currently is, and then if you lost or added how many. Like, oh, I weigh 100 pounds, or, you know, today I weigh 100 pounds. I lost 20 pounds. So I'd write minus 20, you know, just to kind of keep track. And I did it on 2 sides just in case. I don't know how long or how, you know, I don't know how much I'm going to use this for, as for, like, if I'm going to fill them both out or what, but more is, it's okay just in case. I still need another one. I want to keep track of like my like days off. And I also want to keep track of doctor appointments. So I need to print off a different one that I saw, but yeah, so this is it. This is what this is my new one that is just going to be for work, just to keep me accountable for things. And yeah, I wanted the pink cover, but they were out, and I thought this croc was cool. So I got this purple. It's pretty. It's a little lighter than it looks on camera. It's a pastel kind of purple, but it's not super, super light either. It's a little bit on the juicier side, but it's cute. Anyway, so you guys may or may not see this. I don't know if I'll film this much, but that's where we're at. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about this upcoming year. Stalogy still has my heart. So we will still be using this guy. And let's see, I need to set up my November. So I figured I'd do that with you guys. And this is my November monthly. I did this time around. I need to stick this down and then move on with the normal, like we always do. You guys know how it is. This is my meals. I decided to kind of, I don't know, up the game a little bit. Just change it up a little bit. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and set up. I kind of have a lot to say. I feel like I haven't been on here in a couple of weeks because I have not, in fact, been on here for a couple of weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and put down this one first, I think. So here's a funny, not funny, creepy story. For Halloween, I was gonna film, but I was kind of shaken up because there was a turn of events. My husband was working and I was alone, and I was here contemplating looking up a Halloween story to tell you guys whilst I planned. And in doing that, while I'm doing that, my phone rings, so I'm talking to my mom. She's checking in with me, seeing what I'm doing for Halloween, etc. And so I'm half paying attention to this sudden message that I get on the Instagram on my personal account, right? So I see the message and I'm like, what is this? And it's a shop that I followed. Like I was following this shop, but I don't think I've ever really interacted with them as far as never purchased anything or anything like that. I wasn't super familiar with the shop, but it claimed to say that they were trying to, I guess, partake in some kind of a, what is it called? Like a PR, but for a makeup company or something. I don't know. I was half listening, like half paying attention, and they were like, "Can you please vote for me?" You know, da da da. And so I was like, "Sure. Where do you like? Where do you want me to vote? What's the link or whatever?" So they're like, "Well, I'll text it to you and blah blah blah." Right? And so I'm talking to my mom, and they're saying they're gonna text it to me, and I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And my mom's talking about rambling about something, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, text it to me? What do you mean text? How are you gonna text it to me? Like." You don't have my number. Do I know you? Like, what's going on here? So they're like, yeah, it's a link I'm going to send you. I just need you to screenshot it and send it to me, but don't open it because you'll void it out, whatever. And they kept insisting that it was for a makeup company that they want to do, PRing for and whatever. And so I was kind of like, wait, what? Huh? What? I don't get it. So at that point, I'm like, wait. So I don't understand. I messaged my friend Stacy and I'm like, hey Stacy, can you check up this? Can you take a look at this account and see if it's real? Because while I was looking at them saying like, oh, I'm gonna send you this message, blah blah blah, I go to the the Instagram account for that shop, and it's a real shop. It's got like thousands of followers. They have lots of posts. It's a sticker shop. So I was like, okay, it's a real shop. So I don't get it. What's going on? So I'm like, I don't understand because I'm a little weirded out, but it's a real shop. So should I even be concerned? So I'm sitting here looking at that, and all of a sudden, I get the text because they're like, did you get the text? Da, da, da. And I was like, I didn't get anything. This is super crooked. So, I was like, I didn't get anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. And at that moment, I do get the message and I open. Well, I didn't. Okay. I clicked on the message, but I didn't click on the link because there's a link there. And they're like, don't click on the link because you're going to void it out. And they want to, which I already thought was weird, but it didn't sound super weird about if you click on it, it would ruin it because there are some things like that, right? Like if you use a discount code, for example, and then you click on it, well, it's voided. So I figured that made sort of sense. But I was still kind of like, how did you even get my number, though? That part is still working with me here. So my friend at that moment is like, maybe it's like, did you even, they can't do that, right? Like, and I was like, no, I did get a text. And she's like, what? You got a text? I'm like, yes, I really got one. And I sent her the screenshot of the text. But again, I didn't click on the link. At that moment, that person that told me about, check the link for me, blah, 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 they're like, you just saw it, didn't you? And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had chills up and down my arms. I was like, how the heck are these people seeing what I'm doing? Like, what did someone hack my phone? Because I'm not Like, I know that can happen. And I was like quickly thinking, this is really bad, you guys. But I was like, I've seen movies and what they always look for your like inappropriate pictures. And I'm like, joke's on you. I don't have any of that. And if I did, trust me, you would be paying me to not have to look at them anymore. You would not be trying to get me to, like no one wants to see that, basically is my point. And so I was like, well, if they hacked my stuff, the joke's on them, because I don't have anything juicy for them to like see or whatever. And at that moment, when they said, you saw that, right? Like you opened it, didn't you? And I was like, oh my God, how do they know? My friend Stacy's like, hey, they were hacked. So I didn't read her message right away because I was still dealing with this person telling me, well, you saw it, didn't you? Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yes, but I don't understand how you got my number. And I also don't get like, why do you want me to send you a screenshot? So, and they're like, yeah, because it's through Instagram, you get it. And then all of a sudden the way they were talking was weird. Like the wording was weird. Like I was like, it doesn't sound like a female talking. It sounds like some guy. And I know that sounds like somebody's going to be like, how do you know? But I mean, guys have different lingo than girls, right? So anyway, as soon as she tells me where she's like, she's been hacked, that's not her account, and she sent me the screenshot of it, I was like, huh. And they're like, though, like, do you know, like, you get it? And I was like, yeah, I know that you're a hacker. And so I was like, bye bye. I like blocked them instantly, and they were like quickly trying to type, like probably like, no, wait, no, listen, like, because they were like, let me see it, send me the picture, I want to see and I'm like, look, I'm not the smartest, but I am not sending you a screenshot. Oh my God, do you guys it's crooked again. Do you see this? It's literally crooked again. Ugh. Normally I wouldn't fuss about this, but it's gonna annoy me. The fact that I just peeled it up only to lay it crookedly again. This is my last attempt, of course, but there's no freaking way that I can just ignore the fact that this is crooked again. So anyways, long story short, you guys, because I I ramble. I figured out what happened because I was messaging my friend Pam about it. And I was like, dude, do you know what happened? I was reaching out to all of the people who talk to me on Instagram, subscribers, or anybody that watches my Instagram, anyone that I talk to frequently. I was like, you guys will not believe what happened, because it was Halloween. I was creeped out and I was kind of like, what the heck? Once I figured out what happened though, I was no longer creeped out, but more annoyed, because I'm like, you guys are jerks. What they did was they went onto my account with my email and they acted like they forgot their password, or my password. So that's how it sent me the link, because my phone number is attached to my account for that purpose, right? Not for not so I could talk to people, but it's for like whenever you get locked out of your account, things like that. So that's how they did it, and that is why they were insistent on me please not opening up that link, because if I would have opened the link, I would have then seen and known that someone was trying to hack my account. So clever, but not too clever. Or maybe I should say I'm not the clever one. They were the clever ones. I was not. So I'm going to use this Coffee Monster Co. freebie because it's the one she provided. It's not really like the color vibes, but there's brown and whatever, and it doesn't have to be that serious. So I'm just going to go with it. Like, I'm just going to live, you know what I mean? So I'm going to put it down. But anyway, so that was my October, like, Halloween scary story as we plan. You're welcome. I was just like, what a jerk. And I did reach out to the poor woman whose account they'd actually hijacked, and she could not get her account back, so she had to start a new one. And I forgot the name of her shop, but I will pull it up and I'll link it. So you guys, in case you guys already follow her hacked account, you can follow her new one, because she has no way of telling everyone, and she only has like 30 followers now. And before she had thousands, which is so sad, because that guy or woman or whoever apparently have been doing that to everyone, is what she said. People have been telling her, like, this guy is doing this to me and trying to, you know, get my stuff and whatever, which sucks, because, like, hello, jerk. We don't know you. We don't care. We don't want to give you our account. And why would you want our account? Just for, like, what's the real reason? For what? What do you want? I mean, I will say this. If they'd gotten my account, they would have gotten access to my Facebook. But Facebook, I feel, has more, they have more security than Instagram, apparently, because if anyone even breathes on my picture on Facebook, I get messages and stuff that, are like, hey, someone's looking at your stuff. And I'm like, what? So yeah, that's the craziness. So some of you guys know that I'm not white. I'm Puerto Rican. I married a white guy, but I'm Hispanic. So let me tell you about this that happened to me. It's amazing, really, truly, like, just mind blowing. I went to the DMV because my license expired on my birthday, October 2nd, right? So I go in there, and what is happening right now? Do you see this? I didn't have an issue tipping anything in yesterday. Just get the camera rolling, and everybody wants to act a fool. I mean, seriously, what is up? So here's what I do, again, just in case you guys care. I figure out where I want to lay this puppy down. I use my nail to push down like so, and then the other half will lay down where it needs to. No extra tools needed. So, all right, so we got this down, and I can't find my tabs, like my November tab. I needed to cut this a little bit too. You see, it's sticking out a little. It's probably why I had issue, or it could be the fact that I laid it down crooked. I don't know if I can lift this up. Let's try. I've never really tried to do it. Ooh, I hear ripping. Nothing worse than some clingy tape. Like, know your worth, tape. You don't need to be so clingy. Anyway, so the point is that, what was the point? Oh, I went to go, okay, real quick. I know I'm everywhere, but it's because I haven't been doing this for a while and I'm a little rusty, I feel. And, I need to back plan this week. So you guys, if you're not interested in watching that, you can cut off here. I mean, this is what the planner setup looks like. And I just did the November, I just laid that down. This is available on the website if you guys want it. I'm not a big salesperson. I'm not a huge, like, creative. I'm no Jasenia Printables is what I'm saying. But, I made these for myself, but I know some of you guys like them. And if that's the case, you can get on the website. I have the December one as well. And I also have the menus up there. I have the blank ones and the decorative ones. It's up to you. I mean, I'm only doing it for you. I personally don't mind. It's whatever you want to do, basically. So that's that. And if you don't care to watch me back plan, you're more than welcome. You don't have to. I mean, God knows I ramble so much. So, but here we go. I'm going to back plan for this week and tell you guys what happened at the DMV. I'm going to use my insert. And I'm thinking that next year I might go back to my previous, we'll see. Because I end up missing the kits. I end up missing doing these. But I kind of like doing the dailies in the Stalogy and kind of doing my own thing, lists and all that, That's more fun for me sometimes. So we need to pick a kit for this week because I didn't do that. But we'll look through these together as I talk. So basically I went in there to get it renewed. Ooh. I really like this one from Poppy Willow Co. I really like that shop. You guys should check that shop out. It's pretty neat. She's got really cool stuff. I might venture and do this one, to be honest. Let's see what else I've got. Anyway, so I go up there and they were like, well, we don't you need to have an appointment. You can't come up here without an appointment. And so I was like, what? Why didn't no one told me that? It didn't say it on the website that you needed an appointment. It just said I need to come in. So I was all being a baby about it, annoyed. But then I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll make an appointment for tomorrow. So that's what I did. So I go back the next day and they're like, yeah, you need your birth certificate. And I'm like, what is with you people not telling me what I need? I went up there with no birth certificate. So of course they were like, no, you need a birth certificate. So I was like, oh, okay. So I make another appointment. This is 3 appointments, you guys, 3. So I go up there again and they're like, so we understand that this is your birth certificate, but it was printed before 1990, therefore, no, can't use it. And I was like, what? I'm sorry, what? Like, let's reverse this. I need more explanation. What do you mean? Well, they're like, yeah, there was fraud back then. And I'm like, does this look like, you guys, it was literally falling apart. It was like tattered. But I guess that wasn't the point. The point they were saying is that back in those days, there was a lot of fraudulent birth certificates made or something like that. And so mine was null and void in their eyes. So I was like, what in the world? Like, what? This one's really pretty too, from Anne Hart's Planning. I really like the artwork. I think it's pretty. But I kind of want to introduce fall as a more like, and I don't want to use this because I kind of feel, I think I used this kind of artwork already. I'm thinking this one. I wish you guys could talk. This one or this one's really pretty too. I kind of like this one too. You know, let's do this one. Let's just do this one. So anyway, basically they were like, you can't. So I came home upset, obviously, because I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Like, what the heck? I don't get it. And my husband's like, what's up? And I'm like, dude, I can't even freaking do it because they're sitting here saying that, that, oh, your stuff could be fraud, whatever the case. And no one gave a crap when I was up there. No one cared. Nobody was giving me suggestions on what I could do. Nobody gave me any kind of soothing, like no one cared. I was like, what am I supposed to do? It's not like I can just hop on a boat and, go down to the local birth certificate office, wherever the heck that is, and be like, hey, can I get a new birth certificate? So yeah, they were like, yeah, sorry. I'm like, wow. Well, thanks for all of your help. And yes, that was my sarcastic reply. These are so pretty. I really love the way that these are drawn. So today's the 13th. It's a Sunday. And I'm going to go backwards. I went online to try to, order a new birth certificate from Puerto Rico. And they were like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. We just need to see a driver's license or an ID so that we can know it's you, which rightfully so. Like, I understand because that's my identity. Of course, I want them to be a little more diligent, not just be like, oh yeah, here's another birth certificate. You're welcome. Do you know that I almost lost my mind? Because I was like, how am I supposed to do that? Because they said they don't want it to be expired, which makes sense also. However, what? Like, what am I supposed to do now? That was my mindset. I'm like, I can't get one without the other. And they each want each other. So I was just kind of at a loss because I'm like, I don't understand. What am I supposed to do? Well, I go back up there to a different office that's farther away from me with the idea of I'm going to get an ID. I live in Texas. I'm going to get a Texas ID. Then I'm going to go up there and scan it send it off to get my birth certificate. Then once I get my birth certificate, I can go up there and get my driver's license. Got it. Awesome. Yay. Nope. They were like, yeah, you need your birth certificate for your driver's license as well. I was like, what? Says where? Where does it say that? That's such a lie. It doesn't even say that anywhere. You guys are making stuff up now. I was so annoyed. I'm gonna flip this over so I can make sure these are straight. I was so irritated because I don't remember seeing anywhere on any website any such thing. It said I needed a social security card. Didn't say anything at all about needing a birth certificate for that. So I was not happy. And I started crying because I I was upset. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Not crying there, you guys. I was not gonna let them enjoy seeing me cry. But when I got to the car and my husband was like, what happened? Oh yeah, I cried. My tears could not have been faked. I was really like, what am I supposed to do? I feel like such a foreigner. Like, I mean, I am, right? Because I'm not from here, but I never felt it before. I always just felt like America was my home. Texas was my home. And when that happened, I did feel like, what? How can they do this? Like, I need a license to drive. My job was like, it's okay, but I mean, it's not okay because if I get pulled over, what am I supposed to do? The policeman's not going to be like, oh, I understand. They're going to be like, how did you get yourself into this predicament? And then they were like, do you have a passport? Well, I'll tell you what, Karen. If I had a passport, we would not be in this predicament right now. Because I would have, I'd have everything I need. Whatever. I just feel like I sound whiny and I don't like that. So it was just very hard. The only good thing about it was on my way home with my husband, Jeff and I were talking, and I was like, I remember when I got married, my dad had given me copies of current updated birth certificates that he got from Puerto Rico when he was visiting. So he was kind of like, hey, look, you need these, don't lose them, they're your only copies, etc. And I, of course, had no intention of losing or misplacing them or anything. But somehow or another, they got shoved up in the attic. And, Jeff was like, well, I don't know. I put them up there, I think, when I was cleaning or something. And I was like, well, were they at least with, because he found them, mind you. I was like, were they at least with other papers or something? He's like, no, they were with knickknacks. Knickknacks. I was like, you put them in a box with knickknacks, not even with papers? Like, what? How'd that make sense to you? He was like, I don't know. I'm like, well, it's a guy for you. I don't know what to say. But I was very grateful that he was at least able to find my birth certificates. So I had to call my job and say, hey, listen, I know I'm starting, but I can't get my driver's license. I'm going to have to go during my lunch or something. And they were like, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. So, oh my gosh, what a long, and it was exhausting to re-say all that. And I'm sure it was exhausting for you guys to even hear me struggle through that. But yeah, that's how it's been going for me so far. Everything has been pretty crazy. And I'm sorry the lighting's kind of not great. It's a little later here. I wanted to film earlier, but the light was too bright. It was almost like I couldn't even see in it. You would have seen the lines of the sun. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been dealing with. It's been one thing after another, really. So I haven't been mentally in a good space to come film for you guys. Don't mind that. That was just my tape. Yeah. So I haven't been in a good headspace, and I didn't want to bring that here. But it's been crazy. Let me just say. Okay, I think for headers, I kind of want to do these blue ones because, let's see, I've got a lot to work with here. Oh, look at the weekend banner. I'm so excited to put that down. Yay. Okay. I've got quite a few of these. Do you guys use these a lot? Does anybody use these check boxes? I am not a huge checkbox person, but I do like having one, especially if it's like Monday through Sunday, for my meals. That's mainly what I use them for, but I don't typically use these, but I save them to either give away for somebody who does use them, or I use them on kits where I am missing a box for my meals. But I don't know. Same with the little things, you know, like these. I don't use these very much, but sometimes when I do my journaling, I'll use these and then I'll put like a picture here, you know, like a little clip art or something, and I'll just like journal and have them as little decorative spots, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. But I don't use them as they're intended, I guess is what I mean. So let's do this blue. I'm gonna do the blue. I'm set on doing the blue ones. So I start work on Monday and I am, wait, are these actual headers? They're not really. The black ones are real headers. These are the ones that are like, oh man, I don't want to put the black because I feel like it's too much black, you know? These are cut into those weird, like there's a big box here. You know, like these would be ones that you would break up the side bar with. But I really wanted to do the blue ones to break up that black. Well, all right. Let's just use the black ones how she intended it, and let's see. Maybe we need to trust the process. So I'm just gonna lay them just a little below. So I start work on Monday. I'm nervous, and I've been thinking about that job, like what it's gonna entail and how I'm gonna do for the past 3 weeks, because I had 3 weeks before I was gonna start. That's what they told me. That's how they did it. Probably because there were some holidays. We just had a few holidays that they actually observed. So I'm thinking that's the reason. Otherwise, I don't know why they'd make me wait so long to work. But I mean, I indulged in quite a bit of gaming to get my mind right. Did some exercising and things like that. Went shopping, got some stuff. I don't think I didn't put these all straight because they were too big for me to use the line, but I'm just gonna go with it. Like, I'm not gonna care. I think I hear my dog barking outside. Anyway, so I'm kind of just like wondering how that's gonna be. You know what I mean? I guess we'll find out. We will find out. I did buy some cool few outfits and like some new shoes and things like that. And that part was kind of fun. Just to change things up a little. All right, well, so for this, I'm going to use the blue over here. Turn sideways so I can. Yeah. So that's how that is. How have you guys been? Like, what is everyone doing? I feel like we've been really quiet lately. I haven't really heard much from you guys at all, and just curious what everyone's doing. How is everyone doing, etc. You know, things have been kind of rough and also not rough. Like some people are really thriving right now, and other people are struggling a little bit more. So it's just kind of one of those things. People go up and down. I think for this part, instead of using the blue, I'm going to use the pink now because I've got the blue box here. So I'm going to go with this, maybe. I'm sorry about the dogs barking, y'all. I can't really make them stop too much because they're not my dogs. I mean, the one that you heard the loudest here is my dad's dog. But out there, someone else's dog. That's what dogs do, you know, they bark. That's how they communicate. Okay, I am going to do the blue one next. And like that. And then I'm going to do this to kind of separate it. And then I'm going to do this pink. I really need to work on maybe measuring this out so that it's not crooked, so that it's actually goes where it needs to go. What in the world did I just do? I didn't do this right. This is not supposed to go here. Let's see if I can pull these up. Oh man, I'm gonna ruin the foil. Oh, pulled up. Okay, let's see. I put them in the wrong order. Typically my meal goes down the meal box. I'm just gonna use the undo so we don't keep ripping things. Yeah, look how easy that came up. Move this here. So there's that. You guys, I went to the store and I was looking around for like the Christmas stuff and I was not, I don't know, I was not impressed with the selection of things. Nothing drew me in and nothing was like, let's, my house still has Halloween decorations up. I've just not been motivated to take them down. I don't have a lot because of that. Like I always know myself and I don't go crazy. I just do a little accenting. But it's just not the same. The holidays are not the same like they used to be, especially the stores. I was pretty let down in October whenever I went to Hobby Lobby and they were like, we don't do Halloween anymore, which I understand because it was like a a belief of theirs and stuff. I respect people's beliefs, and all that, but it was just disappointing because they always had the best Halloween stuff, in my opinion, and they stopped carrying it. So I just feel like times are changing and it's just depressing. It's more fun to order online, I feel like, but every now and then you want to go out and like grab Starbucks and like grab a friend and like go shopping together, have a girls' day out, And I feel like you can't really do that. I mean, you can, but it's not the same. It's just, I don't know. And these Black Friday things, it's been happening for a while, I know, but it just seems like, what's the whole point of Black Friday if you guys are going to keep moving it up? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, Black Friday deals starting now. And I'm like, what happened to waiting till after Thanksgiving? Wasn't that the whole appeal? Like, you waited till Thanksgiving and then everyone would hurry up, like they'd eat and then they'd run out, and or at least that's how my dad and I used to do it. We used to go, we would eat our Thanksgiving, and my mom would usually stay home because she'd be like, I am not going to be in those crazed situations. That's too much, so she would be the smart one and stay home. But my dad and I, we would go have fun, man. We would check out all the sales and see what was out. And I don't know about you guys, maybe it's just me because I get hot quickly and I hate being hot. I get grouchy. When it's winter time, I never wear heavy coats. I'll wear a cardigan if that. Because the stores are ridiculous. They act like we live in the snow. Like there's no snow here. They have those heaters on in the department stores. Sometimes it's like 80 degrees in there and I'm like, are you for real? And I literally get nauseous. Oh no. Oh, I dropped the sticker on top of the weekend banner on accident. I think it pulled up some of the color. Anyway, I hate being hot like that. I get nauseous. I really get sick. Do you guys not get sick? It bothers me so much. Like I just don't feel well when they do that. I don't know why they make it so hot. I know that some people say it's like not controlled here, it's controlled somewhere else, which I think, by the way, is sucky. Because why are you sitting here controlling that from far away? You're not in the state that you're controlling it for, then I feel like you shouldn't be controlling it. Because you don't understand how hot it is. Okay, sidebar looks pretty good. Let me see. I think I have some. Where is my... I don't know if I have a rose gold one. I have a gold. I used to have rose gold. Gold will have to do. It's my last one. Meal stickers. Just gonna put it here. Okay. There's that, and here's the weekend banner. You know what? I'm gonna wait. I think because there's so much black up there, I'm gonna put the weekend banner at the bottom. After I put the washi. So let's do the washi first. I'm gonna do the short one. I'm gonna do pink, obviously, because there's way too much black. And I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit. So the holidays are coming up, and you know, I know some people are really looking forward to planner Black Friday sales. I haven't really had my eye on anything. I don't know if there's anything that I'm really interested in at the moment for Black Friday, so I really don't even have anything in mind. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't. I don't have anything that I'm looking forward to, at least not yet. I don't know. I also really enjoyed one year. I got myself some advent calendars, and that was fun, but I didn't do that this year either. I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Like I said, just everything is changing, and I'm not really here for it this time. It's just, I don't know, just kind of different. Okay, I'm gonna do this weekend banner at the bottom, and I'm gonna center it here where the pink part is. Like so, like that. I think that's cute. And I know it normally would be here, like over the Saturday and Sunday, but Friday begins the weekend, so that's how I feel. Plus, I think it looks pretty when it's centered between the flowers, personally. All right, so I'm gonna finish off this other side. Start off with this pumpkin. Have you guys changed any of your planners? I don't know. If I just feel like I'm not bold enough. I don't have the want, you know, to try like super new stuff. That's how I feel personally. I feel like it looks good. You know, like also I feel a little bit sad that the traveler notebooks, I was obsessed with those, and now I don't even know if I could go back to them. Like I love setting them up. I love using the leathers. I have quite a few from Pella Studio. But printing off everything, like I feel like having the Stalogy has spoiled me in that way. Literally spoiled me in that way, because I don't have to do it since it's already printed. It's a book. I just have to be creative and go with the flow. And I think that's the part that gets me. Okay. So I think it looks cool. It's different for sure. need to set down my full boxes here. Let's see, I'm not sure which one I want to do first. Maybe this pink one. Let's put it down here in the middle. Put this in the middle here. And then I'm going to do this purple, or not purple, this black one. Put this pumpkin down. Put this black one here. And then I'm going to do this fox. The fox is cute. Alright. And then I'm going to do this mug because it's cute. And then I think I'm going to do this black one again. This one's cool. Just to tie some of that black in. And then I want to do this pumpkin. And this mantle. Yay, I think it looks cute. Alright, so let's finish up quickly here because it's been almost an hour. Alright, so Monday I went to the DMV office trying to get my driver's license renewed. Where is the car symbol? Here's a car. Okay, then they denied me because they said I needed an appointment, like an actual appointment. So I went to the grocery store. I have so many sticker books. I really need to label these, but I have not labeled them. This is my TV one. Okay, let's see. Groceries. Let me do this. I think I have rose gold. Yep, I do. I'm gonna do, I think this is from Planning World. It's an old sheet. These are quite a few years old now. 3 or 4 years at least. Okay, so I went to get food at the grocery store. I'm gonna use, I'm gonna bring in some of the black. I'm gonna use this black one. No, we will not use this one. I am going to use instead this black drop. Okay, and then I played my Nintendo Switch. Are you guys playing the new game, the Dreamlight Valley? Because like I'm pretty much obsessed with it. I've been playing it almost daily. I wonder if that'll change once I start working. Because it's like, you know, you get burnt out. I think I'm going to use the Fox and Pip one. I'm trying to think if I want to use this complete big one. I think I'm going to use the little ones. So now I can use this. Well, let me instead use like the blue color. Bring in some of this blue. Do this blue one right here. And then I tried again, going to the DMV office. So, because this time I was there quite a while before they told me no. I'm trying to see where are all my half boxes. It's just quarter boxes and half boxes. So I don't need these sheets at all. These sheets are the only two that I need for this. And then I've got this one. This has some deco in it and bills due. Alright, so I'm gonna do, I went to the DMV again, and I'm just gonna use this pink one, purpley pink one. Let me see. I think I have a car sticker somewhere. Is this maybe this one? Well, these are for. I guess I could use some of these. Bear and Granite. All right, let's see. Bear and Granite. And then I did some laundry. I'm trying to think here, hold on. Nope, okay. I'm gonna use one of these little ones. Oh, okay, let's put that there. This is when they told me I needed my birth certificate. Okay, so then I came home. I started watching, I was binging Love at First Sight. Have you guys watched that show? It's kind of like one of those train wrecks that you want to look away, but you can't because you have to see what happens. It's kind of like that. My husband thinks it's really cringy, but like I actually enjoy watching it. I mean, I really, I do enjoy it. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but I like to watch it. And so I do. I did that day. I was really into it. It's just like, I don't understand why, like, I don't understand why, I don't know, for those of you who don't know, that show is basically where they put you in a pod and you can't see each other, and then you're supposed to fall in love and, like, request to be married, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like, basically somebody will eventually, or at least they're hoping eventually, will propose and be like, "I love you, marry me," and then she can be like, "Oh my god, me too. Yes, I do want to marry you. Yes." And so that's kind of the idea behind it. It doesn't always work out because even though they're trying to make it where people fall in love with each other without like seeing who they are, or like looks don't matter type of thing, I mean, they kind of do, right? They kind of do, because you love someone for who they are, but you got to know what they look like. I think it would be more successful personally if they had it where everybody could see the potential candidates, like pictures maybe, and then that way you knew, but maybe you don't know the names, or I don't know, but it just seems like a sure way to fail, you know, in my opinion, because why do you want to marry someone you don't even know what they look like? I don't know, it just seems like it would be best if you could just see their face, and then, or I don't know, because I mean, I guess I could see where there would be problems with that, to be honest. Because I was like, okay, so what if they just do it where it's like all pictures, no names, right? And you don't know who you're talking to, but you know it's one of those people. So you've seen them, you kind of have an idea. But what if you really like this one person and you keep imagining it's this other person and it's not? And then you're like, well, yeah, that's great. You know what I'm saying? And then I could see why that would be more issues, but I don't know. It's just entertaining to watch. Sometimes, though, you imagine your own idea of what they look like, and when you see them, you're like, oh gosh, and that's what happens, and people aren't nice about it. So I binged Love at First Sight. And then there's also the whole thing where, like, someone's like, oh, oh my gosh, I really liked this guy. He and I connected. And they blew him off for whatever reason. There's some reason, like, oh, I didn't like how he was. I didn't like how he said this. I didn't like his thought process, whatever the case is. And then freaking they see him and they're like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. And then he's already going to marry someone else. And now it's a big thing. And there's like fighting involved. Not real fighting, but like fighting as in people are trying to steal each other's men and lie to each other and like, oh, just kind of dramatic stuff for TV, basically, like they always do. All right, so then I went shopping on Wednesday. I went to DSW and to Ross. So I'm going to put down, I want to use this. I want to use this, but I feel like it's super long, right? I'm trying to see if I care. Make this a little shorter here. Okay, put this just kind of. All right, let's put this here. There we go. So yeah, I went shopping. Okay, so I went to DSW and Ross. And then I went to the dreaded dentist. I did not want to go for my teeth. Let's see, I know I have a dental sticker. I went to the dentist and this time it was pretty painful. I had to get like a filling done. And since I'm going to start the job, I didn't want to have to miss because they frown upon it. So I went ahead and took care of it. And let me just say, the dentist was like, put your hand down, or put your fist down, really, because my fist flew up. But it wasn't because I was going to hit him. I was just cringing at the pain. Because when he shot me up with lidocaine or whatever it is they use, it burned all the way across my cheek to my eye. I thought my eye was going to fall out. I was like, oh my God. And he was just like, I know. I'm like, no, you don't know. You do not know, because I am the one feeling this pain. And let me tell you, it wasn't fun. Yeah. I wasn't trying to hit him, but let me say, I almost felt like he deserved it. Not really. But, it was pretty painful. So I had my dentist appointment at 2. Okay, and then where's my, let me see, I'm gonna use this. I'm going to use this blue one. They don't have a lot of black skinny ones. Let me use this blue one. No, I'm not. It's gonna take up too much space. I don't want it to look like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use one of these little blue ones. Like so, like that. And then I'm gonna use this little switch, because guess what I did? That's right. Played Dreamlight Valley. Okay. Thursday was trash day. And then I also had a laser hair removal appointment because I have PCOS, and that's what I have to do to keep myself happy. So let's see. I need to figure out. I should have been more prepared and have my stickers ready to go, but I didn't. I'm trying to think. I know I have a trash day sticker, but I'm trying to figure out where I have a trash day sticker. I don't know if I have one in here. No, these are just household stuff. There's a dog one. This one is my PlayStation or my Nintendo Switch one. These are my doctor appointments. This one is my basically like working on stuff one. And then I have my foiled one, my binging TVs and stuff one, chores. Maybe the chores has the trash. Eureka, it does. Okay, let's see, for the trash, I think I want to use I think I'm gonna use these little trash bags. It's got florals. I miss that shop. The Lockhart company. She always had such cute doodles. I miss her so much. More than I've ever missed any shop. Okay, I'm gonna do up there. I'm gonna do, let's see. I could do the purple. I don't know. I kind of want to do the black. Why do we always overthink it? I'm gonna do this purple. Do this purple right here. Trash day. And then I have my laser hair removal appointment. And I got that done on... Oh, I'm going to do this black one. Tie in some of this black. Right here. Like that. And my appointment was at 10 a.m. And then I went shopping again to TJ Maxx this time. So I'm just gonna use this pink one, I think, for it. And I'm running out of light. I need to hurry up. Okay, I'm gonna use this blue one. Okay. All right, and then I played Dreamlight Valley again. I play with my mom. It's like our little bonding time. Not that we can play like on each other's system together, but we talk on the phone while we play. And we like cook together and stuff like that. Like we'll help each other out. So that's kind of fun. And then sometimes we'll be like, do you remember where they sell the cotton? I can't find cotton. Oh yeah. Or, oh, I need this fish, but I don't remember where. And they're like, you know, so we'll like kind of tell each other like, oh yeah, it's in the Forgotten Lands or whatever the case is. It was kind of fun to do that with her. Okay, and then I had a haircut appointment. And let me see, I have quite a few different haircut stickers. We're getting there, you guys. Almost done. Let's see, I have haircut appointments in here. Here's quite a few different ones. I just got a haircut, that's all I did. So, I don't know, I could do these scissors. It's easy and quick. So let's see. My haircut appointment was at 11:30. And then I went to Ulta to find, I was kind of looking for like a new makeup powder or something like on the go. You know what? And I feel like I have, I don't know, I won't like quote myself, but I feel like I have stickers for Ulta. Or I used to. I don't know if I still do have Michael's. These are Michael's, Walmart, Target. Oh, maybe I don't. I used to though. For sure I used to. That smells. Alright, well, I'm gonna use these again. I'll use this pink one. And layer it over top. Layer it over top of this nails one. Okay, and then on Saturday I went to Target I'm just gonna pick one of these. It is a Starbucks kind of day, so we'll use this one. All right, let's see. I'm gonna use this little teardrop looking one just to mark that. Okay, and then I did have to go to the pet store because my dog felt she got sick, so I needed to get her. I need to get her some stuff, and I had to get her pills from the vet, which I need to give to her. She wasn't feeling well and she was puking and stuff, so I didn't want to have to do that while she was feeling sick. I have these, which are really cute, from Willow Wallaco, but I don't want to, the colors don't really go. So I have these other ones, these pink ones. I think these will be better because they are, and then we need to get dog food for them, so that's what we did. And by we, I mean me. I did that. Okay, so let's see. Picked up the dog food and the vet. I think I'm going to venture out and use this black one. How did I do that? I didn't even see myself mark it. Okay, and then I think I want to play around with some of this. I'm gonna cut this. Cut that off, but I want to layer this. I'm just gonna do it like that. And I'm going to put there. And all right, let's see. Heartworm and okay. All right, and lastly, today we had surprises due today. We did that today. And then we stopped by Walmart to pick up some stuff. And went to Lowe's. All right, and then lastly, obviously I filmed. So let me see where, I know I have film stickers that I made. I will be uploading this video today, so you guys get to enjoy all of the hot mess in person. Okay, I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use this black box. here, and we will do that. Yay! Okay, so there's that. There's the beak, and then we're just gonna put it into our planner. I think it came out pretty cute. So let's go ahead and glue this in. Let's see. Where we're going to glue it in at. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this permanent adhesive. Well, the video cut off right before I put my week in. I don't know what happened, but this is what it looks like so far, and this is what the finished product looked like. Finally glued it in, and it came out pretty good. I think it looks pretty nice. So sorry about that. I don't know. I guess because the video is way too long. But thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me, and hope you guys are doing well. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and or subscribe if you want, or leave me a comment. I always love interacting with you guys during the comment section. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.